Hello, everybody. Late night gamers, vapors, warframers, weirdos. Alright. Work on getting a link out here. Still trying to figure out the new YT Gaming. Anyway, not happening for the link part again. That's alright. Alright. Okay, so this, guys, is going to be a quick how-to. See if I can find somebody else to give me a link instead. I've got to get this figured out. You know what? Refresh. Let's try a refresh button, see what that does. Hey, there it is, live now. Cool. Alright, link is out. Sorry about that. Okay, let's go. Alright, welcome back. I'm going to do a quick kind of how-to, and this is mostly for the PHS guys, for you guys that want to play, and quick get you going how-to. Okay, so when you start out, you initially have a primary, secondary, and a melee weapon, and then you'll be able to change those weapons by finding stuff in the game. So, oh, by the way, my little guy hatched, and he's now very large and kind of ugly, but cute at the same time, strangely enough. Anyway, this guy's a freaking beast, and he's great to play with. But anyway, so as you play through the game, you end up picking up parts, okay? And you'll pick up things that will help you make weapons. You can pick up full weapons, or you have to pick up pieces of a weapon and then combine them with a blueprint. So in this case, here's a blueprint, and once I have enough of the materials, I can build this and then trade up your starting weapon for one of these weapons. By the way, if you start off with the bow, this would be, if you enjoy the bow, the Paris Prime would be something that you'd strive to get. And then if you like the assault rifle, getting the bolt or the Burston Prime. So basically you have a few different versions of weapons. Actually, there's just an absolute ton of weapons. So kind of when you figure out what you like to play with, say in primary, you originally start off with the Breton, and you have the Mark I. And then the Breton Prime. So it kind of goes in tiers for those weapons. Or you may start off with a bow. I think you start off with the Mark. Well, you know, I don't even know. I didn't start off with a bow. But I know you can get the Paris, and you can also get the Paris Prime. Sort by name. How about that? So this will show you. So you can get the Paris and the Paris Prime. Or if you start off with, let's say on your first melee, you can start off with melee with either a Skyna, something like that. Where is that? Skana. And there's no Skana Prime. Or you can start off with a bow, and then you can upgrade that bow. That bow does have a prime, so yeah, you start with the original bow, and if you really like playing with the bow, then you can upgrade it later to the bow prime. Anyway, you find pieces to these a couple different places. Through quests, they'll give you pieces, or throughout the world, you may find relics. Relics are an indefinite definite. Okay, so within each of these relics, there is definitely one of these in here. Currently, there's all of those in there, but once you crack it open, you'll be left with one. And then you have different eras of these relics, and basically the higher up the era as you go, the fancier the equipment it can drop you. And what you can do is, once you gain these, you can open these playing the fishers, and when they open, you can try to, so like in this one, you can get a Paris Prime lower limb or a Paris Prime upper limb. So this may be one you want to use one of these twice. I've got 7 of them, so I could play it 2 or 3 times and then get the Paris Prime lower limb and the upper limb. And then the Paris Prime blueprint would be here, along with someone here is the Paris Prime handle. Oh, there's a string. You'll need the string. There's also a string there. Anyway, you'll get the point. You'll find these things, and this is what you do to make weapons. Alright, to modify your weapons, we do have a mod section here. However, you can do everything from right here in your arsenal. So when you want to upgrade your weapons, or equip your weapon, this will show your list of weapons that you currently have, the ones, so I own this, I own this, I own that one. I had that one, but I sold it already. It was taking up too much space. Anyway, so you can equip your weapon here, and then once you equip it, you can press triangle to upgrade it, and then in here...
You have remembered well how the Tenno arm themselves.
So when you first come in, it should look like this. Alright, so whatever weapon you have, they may be completely blank like these, or they may have a symbol in the corner of it. That symbol up in the corner is kind of important, because if you put something in that slot that has the similar symbol, it will cut the cost in half. In here, each of these in the top right have a number. That's its cost, and currently that cost goes towards the capacity, which is up here on the top left, which says capacity 60 out of 60. And every time you place something in here, it takes away that many costs. So now I should have 50 left. And again here, if you match that symbol, oops, sorry, one more time. All right, if you match that symbol, these are all the ones you can put in there that once you put them in there, they will only cost half. So this one has a total cost of 11. It'll probably be 6 or 5 if I put it up there. Let's find out. But either way, it'll cut it in half, so it's 6. So now, using that, you can fit more in there by filling up those correct slots with that stuff. Now you should also know that certain things, when you put them together, will give you multipliers. So for example, this is a brand new one I just got. I'm going to attach this to a bow. 7.5% chance to explode. Explosive arrows. Alright, so we'll get a fresh start here. Now this one does not have any of those special slots. However, over here, if you put, let's say, fire and ice together. So here's fire, and here's ice. It's actually going to give us, instead of giving us fire damage and ice damage, it's going to give us what's called blast damage instead. So over there, I know it's all in red, it's showing me from, but this will give you fire and ice damage, which gives blast. Remove those, and if you put, let's say, shock. So now we have electricity damage. If we mix shock and, how do we get gas? Let's try to form gas. Let's do a fever. Let's do fever and heat, see what that gives us. That gives us gas. So now we have 30 points to gas damage. Anyway, so you get to play around with all that stuff, and then that will give you various damages, and then basically you can set it up to get the most damage out. Or if you just want to be cheap and easy, hit the R3 button, which is your actions button, and you can auto install, and it will fill it out to the best amount of damage possible. I think that's how I had it originally. I just want to make sure that's set up right, because I have this set up a certain way. I've got blast, I've got corrosive. Yes, that is what I want. I've chosen to put blast in here by mixing heat and ice to make a blast. I put blast in here because blast knocks things over, and it is particularly good against machinery. And typically the walkers or machines, the walkers in this game are fun to beat. They stomp, so I want to just go ahead and take them out soon. And then corrosive is good against any alloy armors. Yes. I mean, that can go really deep. Okay, so that's how you apply those. Eventually, let's see, I can show you here. The maximum amount capacity is going to be the same number as your level. So if you're level 30, you can do a total of 30. In this case, this is level 9. I can only put a total of 9. So the most you should be able to have on any weapon is 30. However, you can see that this one has 60, and the Orthos also has 60. And you can do that if you apply what's called an Orokin catalyst, which I have one installed, and it basically doubles it from 30 to 60. It doesn't double the amount of places where you can put a card, but it doubles the number. So you same amount of cards, higher point values. So Orokin catalysts, those things are awesome. Alright, if you want to take gear with you, gear is things like cheaters that unlock puzzles, scanners. Okay, that's the stuff you can put in here. Or if you want a starburst or a glyph prism, you can attach those things in there. Codex scanners, when you start playing, they're not really useful for much, but at some point in time, if you decide you want to get out of the Mars, you'll have to scan cephalon fragments, and in that particular case, you will have to have a scanner. Alright. To upgrade your cards, that's right, I told you you can do all that from here, and you can, so let's just go ahead and go do that. So right here, I really don't have, I've got 7 open slots on here. I'm going to remove this, see what it wants to give me. Electricity and regular damage. Okay, so right now I have 1 capacity left, and I don't have anything down here that'll fill it. And let's say I want to take the damage from my pistol from 10% to 20%. I want to upgrade this card. You hit square for mods. Right here, it's going to show you the installed. Now, I can actually R1, L1 and show me different things, but I was going to work on that particular installed. So I want to take this thing up. Select it, go up to Fusion. Now, in this, if I right now it takes 2, and I only have 1 open amount left. So I'm just going to hit R1. This will take it from 10 to 20% and take its cost from 2 to 3. Apply the fusion, which is going to cost both credits and endo. You can see the endo in the top right corner is 2,793, and you'll pick those up just generally throughout the rounds. And then obviously it's the same way with credits, which is in the top left where I have 150k. But apply that with square. Yes, I'm sure. And now, when I circle and go back...
Did you fuse your mods, operator? Did they anger you in some way?
Peanut gallery. Now I have 0 out of 9 because I have raised this 1 level. But now I do 20% additional damage. Alright, what do you do with all the cards you don't want or you don't need? You could do that from over there, or you can do this from over here, but basically you can take all of the cards you don't want, sort them by duplicates. Okay, so now I have 28 duplicates of this. I don't need any of these. So I can sell these for credits. I can transmute them into a rare mod. I tell you what, we've got, I'm going to sneeze, excuse me. Excuse me, apologize. I have 28 of these. I can show you how to do all this. So I can select 4, and I can transmute these. It's going to cost me 12,000, and now I've got a Loyal Companion Bleed Out Link. So that's just kind of a crapshoot. I kind of want to try that again. Let's see what else. There's a gamble. Oh, look, that's kind of cool. I can actually use that today. So Arch Melee. Let's go apply that. When I want to select for the arc wing, I'm going to press L3, go to the arc wing. See, this worked out really well. And see, that was an arc. This thing. Yes, it was. Seems to be already attached. Not sure how that happened. That or I just have I have a duplicate of that thing. The other thing you can do with your cards is sell them. Select all, and I can sell them and turn them into 120 endo. Okay, I have pressure point. Select all those. Select all those. Select all those. I'm never using dual daggers. I can get rid of all those. Shade. Don't know what that is, not using those. I don't have a Jin. Don't have a shotgun. Is that card broken? That card is broken. I have 6 broken of these, so I don't need them.
Tenno, there's a time-limited mission alert available. Check navigation.
Thank you very much, Lois. Don't have fists. I use redirection, but I've got a bunch of these. Anyway, you get the point. So now I can sell all of this. Really, that's just good to clean up. The value isn't super great. It's probably equal to the old system where you used to be able to dump your cards in. But I don't know, it's good for cleaning up and getting a bunch of stuff up. I have 62 more duplicates to kind of clean up in here that I'm not really using. So, yeah, that's fun. I think I recently did some upgrades in here. Look, I got 3 slots available. I need another one so I can put this one in here. That's 4. So I could take one out. Dig function is awesome, but it's not doing much for me. So let's do that. Put this thing right in here. Oh, you got pack leader in there. Nice. Okay. So in that case, we can put that back. Fine, we'll just use this then. Alright, so I think that's I think that shows you how to do everything. Really the other thing is if you want to color your stuff, basically anything you want to color, you can just hit appearance here. Quick way to do it is get your Warframe how you want it to look with the colors there, either by using random colors, selecting the colors yourself. I guess you should know the energy is, whenever you move fast, there's like a vapor trail, or an energy trail, I guess. Anyway, this will be the color of your whatever. After you do that, when you work the colors of these, you can basically just go copy Warframe colors and then adjust them from there. So, other things, if you have helmets or want to buy helmets, you can attach them here. Or if you have skins, so I do have a skin. Attachments would be things like your cape. Those are available for purchase, and then also your regala. You can put symbols on your chest. So I do have a symbol on my chest. We can get a jellyfish kind of looking thing, or a other thing, or another thing. Yeah. Anyway. If you want to change your ship, you'll go down to equipment, a landing craft. Customize your landing craft. You can customize the outside, all the colors on the outside. You can also customize the interior of your landing craft, so you can change the colors of that. And from in here you can also get whole new landing crafts if you want. Apparently you can decorate the place, but I don't have anything to decorate, so I can't show you how to do that. Yeah. So I think that's pretty much it, a quick how-to. If I think of anything else, or if I get any more questions. Okay. Playing missions, or PvE, or player versus environment, or co-op. That's done through the navigation here. If you want to play PvP, or player versus player, we have a conclave. And in here you can play, basically capture the flag, team annihilation, or team deathmatch, free-for-all, and then Lunaro is a kind of a neat game that's like old school Roman basketball, where there's these little hoops attached to the wall, and you have to jump back and forth and throw the ball through the hoops on the wall that are positioned vertically as opposed to horizontally. Also, it's, you know, beat the crap out of each other while you're doing it. But if you want to play PvP, or player versus player, that's done in the conclave. If you guys have any more questions on how to do stuff, there is training on how to do everything here, including the basics, crafting and foundry, all the way up to dark sectors and synthesis, which I have no clue what any of that is. I barely even know where my clan is. Hey, Melee 2.0, listen, if I teach me something. Oh, I guess that's some things we could go over. Let's see, I don't really have. Yeah, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a quick video tutorial on how to control your Warframe. If you have a clan, this is how you get into the dojo. I've only been in here once, but I know this is a really large area where I can run and jump around and show you how to use this. I guess I really can't show you how to use this. through here. Alright, so first lessons first. Regular running, just pushing your stick. Depress L3 and you'll go into run fast mode. Alright. X to jump. Double jump, double tap X. If you press L1 and jump, you do a really fast jump, and it kind of goes where your center of your screen faces, or where your reticle when you have your gun. And then you can do combos like L2 to, or L1 to slide, jump, and slide again, or roll. I'm trying to find a place where it'll let me use my weapon. That bridge isn't working. There's something wrong with this bridge. Okay. Alright, there will be some other people in here. I'm just going to do my own thing and then back out when it's time. Alright. This has the same controls if you're used to Battlefield or Xbox controls for Call of Duty. It has aim down sights similar to that, so L2 and then R2 to shoot. If you want to use your sidearms, triangle to switch to your sidearm, and then same thing. Alright, at any point in time you can melee by using circle, and circle will do different things if you're sliding, jumping, and then so basically this will be like this will be useful for if you're facing a lot of enemies. You can just hack and slash through everything. If you're facing a single opponent and you want to focus your amount of damage on a single target, long hold triangle, and it'll pull out this. Now you're going to walk a little bit differently. Now your aim down sights does a okay. Now your aim down sights button does focus on your weapon and amplifies the amount of damage that it does. In addition to that, it can also be used to block or counter attacks. This could be useful in PvP, blocking bullets and arrows and then countering attacks if somebody else is also doing melee. Still circle, but see now, instead of swinging and then doing a double swing, he does a stab. To block, you just hold R2, your shoot button. And now you're blocking attacks. Incoming.
There is a large platoon of Grenier Marines stationed here. Leave no one standing. You're still in the clear. No detection from enemy sensors.
Alright, let's go rip some stuff up. Sneaky kill. I don't know if these guys are following. Hey, look, flowers. I need those. Oh, already scanned. Okay. Gotcha. This guy's a big shot with his huge sword. It's kind of awesome. I probably shouldn't have gone in there. You can wall run? Not on these walls. Yeah, by holding L2. And you can also aim while you're flying by holding L2 as well. Pretty sweet. I got the kill for that. Stole his Butterfinger. How you make quick, short work of a map. Well, guys, that was a quick how-to. I hope that helps. If not, there's other tutorials within the game. Give those a look-see. I want to see the damage report here. Alright, guys, come on now. Very good. Okay.
Complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope it helped. Keep it gliding.